Seems like a lot of people these days feel something strange is happening to their minds. They describe it as if their brains are being influenced, maybe even harmed by their habits online. Many feel that spending hours scrolling through the internet or watching endless videos is, somehow, making them less sharp, less capable, or less focused than they used to be. Now, this probably isn't news to you. It's no secret that most social media platforms have built-in features to keep you engaged. Almost every app now has some version of a short-form content tab. You know the one I mean. Quick, snappy videos designed to grab your attention in seconds. These apps want you to click, scroll, and keep scrolling because they know it works. The novelty of short-form content is like candy for your brain. It's quick, it's stimulating, and it's incredibly hard to stop consuming. What's even more interesting, or maybe unsettling, is how the content itself is designed. It's crafted to keep you watching as long as possible. Sometimes this means showing you two videos at once, one on the top of the screen, one on the bottom. The idea is to keep things novel, keep your brain engaged, and keep the dopamine flowing. But here's the catch. The more people consume this type of content, the worse they seem to feel about themselves. Many have started to notice that after a binge session of short videos, they feel off. They feel unproductive, scattered, or just plain useless. This feeling has become so common that people now call it brain rot content. The term suggests that watching this kind of material isn't just a waste of time. It's actively harmful. It's like it's rotting your brain, slowly but surely. And to be fair, there's some evidence to back up those feelings. Studies have shown that attention spans are shrinking. And that was in 2021. The average phone interaction lasted just 10 seconds. 10 seconds. That's barely enough time to process what you're even looking at. But here's the thing. This isn't exactly a new concern. People have been talking about the impact of media consumption on our minds for years. Whether it's television, video games, or the internet, every generation seems to worry about how their chosen form of entertainment might be affecting them. So, is there any truth to it? Is the modern internet really rotting our brains? Are we all just becoming mindless zombies, slaves to algorithms and glued to our phones? And if that's true, is there anything we can do about it? Well, here's the short answer. No. There's nothing we can do. It's over. We're doomed. Pack it up. Okay, I'm kidding. But seriously, I think we're asking the wrong questions. Right now, society is obsessed with the idea that external forces, like the internet, are causing all of our problems. It's tempting to believe that the internet is this all-powerful force, and short-form content is this evil mastermind controlling our lives. But the truth is, nothing can make you do anything. Think about it. Short-form content is just pixels on a screen. It doesn't have any magical power to force you to watch it. And there are plenty of other things in the world that might be bad for you, but you don't feel compelled to engage with them. Now, I get it. There's a real concern about giving smartphones to young kids and turning them into so-called iPad kids. But if you're watching this video, chances are your brain is fully developed, or at least close to it. That means you have control over your actions, even if it doesn't always feel that way. Let me give you an example. People with anger issues often say, "I can't control my anger." But through therapy or rehabilitation, many of them learn that they can control it. They've always had that power. They just needed to learn how to use it effectively. And that brings me to what I think is the real problem. The real brain rot in society isn't short-form content. It's the idea that we don't have control over our own lives. This mindset that external forces are in charge of our actions is incredibly toxic. It creates a cycle of helplessness. People start to believe that they're powerless, that they're just victims of circumstance. For example, someone might say, "I want to be productive, but I can't stop scrolling through my phone. Once I beat this addiction, then I'll finally get my life together." This kind of thinking is a trap. It's a feedback loop that keeps you stuck. You're subscribing to the idea that you're helpless. You're telling yourself that your behavior is determined by forces outside of your control. But here's the thing. When it comes to your own life, the beliefs you hold often shape your reality. If you believe you're powerless, then you'll act powerless. If you believe you're just a leaf blowing in the wind, then that's how you'll live. The truth is, you make about 35,000 decisions every single day. Each decision means you have options to choose from. And even when a choice feels hard, it's still a choice that you're making. So, what can we do about this? How do we stop feeling like passengers in our own lives and start taking back control? The first step is to focus on what I call mental posture. This means paying attention to how you approach your day mentally. For example, how do you start your morning? If you roll out of bed and immediately start scrolling through your phone, you're setting a tone of passivity. You're starting your day as a consumer, not as a creator. Instead, try starting your day with minimal stimulation. Have a quiet cup of coffee. Let your mind wander. Think about the things you want to accomplish that day. This simple practice can help you shift from a passive mindset to an active one. The second step is to eliminate distractions. Delete apps that drain your time. Turn off notifications for anything that isn't essential. These small changes can make a big difference in reducing the temptation to fall back into old habits. And finally, spend more time doing things that ground you in the present moment. Exercise, play a sport, go for a walk, or spend time with a friend. These activities remind you that you're a real person in the real world. At the end of the day, the internet isn't real. It's just pictures on a screen. The more time you spend looking at those pictures, the less time you have to live the life you truly want. So, stop scrolling. Start living. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support our work, subscribing and sharing helps us create bigger and better projects.